Hello, this is Gretchen Tucker. I've made 2 vocal videos so far. The first one was an introduction. The second one was on vocal health. And this is going to be the first general traditional warm-up video that can really be applied to any singer. Doesn't matter what voice part you are. So this is just basic warm-ups. So the first one we're going to do is called Lip Bubbles. And this one you can do pretty quietly. It gets the crackle out. The crackle happens to be a healthy thing, but one of the things that it does is it smooths that over. And the crackle, if you can compare it, it's like an athlete stretching their body and warming up. It sounds kind of unattractive, but it needs to be done so you can have a proper warm-up. And then, like I said, it's nice and quiet, so if you have a gig outside, for example, I was singing the national anthem, so when I did that, it was a very nice warm-up to start out and have my privacy. So, the how-to is the hard part, because I've been doing it for so long, but if you've ever done this with your lips, you do that, try to get that going, get that flowing, get it moving. I will forewarn you, it makes your nose and your face kind of itch after you do it for a while, but it's a nice warm-up. And what you do after you can perfect that sound is you add pitch to it. So I'll demonstrate with the national anthem. The first few pitches, if you just do this. But the most common is a traditional warm-up. But you can do it on the piece you're working on, plus then warm-ups. You can do either thing, and it's fun. So if you do warm-up, you could do... You can do staccato or legato. So staccato, as we know, is Italian for short and separated for music, and legato is more smooth. So you can go... For staccato and legato, you can go. So that's one of them. And then there are some more other traditional warm-ups. So the pentascale is an Asian scale. It's a 5-note scale. It's used for these warm-ups. It's used in pieces from that style to 20th century. And it's pretty simple. But some things you could do, it's best to explore with different vowels and mouth shapes because you're seeing different things. I like to do a combination. You could do on an M, which pushes it bright and forward. You could do ma, me, mi, mo, mu. Or you could do the traditional vowels, a, e, o, u, I believe. I'll show you them. It's sometimes for me it's easier to sing than to speak it out. And then one thing you want to think of, as you go higher or lower, you want to transition your mouth shape. And this comes through practice and time. But if you're singing something with high notes, like a descant, or I like to use the example of Henry Purcell's semi-opera, Dido and Aeneas, Dido's Lament. And I would look up this piece so you, if you haven't heard it, so you can know what I'm talking about. The phrase is "remember me," and this one she's killing herself. Remember me, but don't forget my fate. And you can't do remember with your mouth slapping together on a high note. So you have to do remember me, basically. I will show you the proper way and the improper way, and you'll see why it's like this. Remember me! Or remember me! Awful. So what I do in my scores is I slash out the consonant or how I want it to sound. You keep it on the vowel. But if you're singing that high, there's just no way around it. You'd rather have a proper sound than the diction. People know what you're singing about. So it's just, you need to know those adjustments to make when you're doing those. So for a pentascale, I'm going to show you a few on different vowels. And let me just play it. In C major, it's all white keys. So C, D, E, F, G. And as you go up, it changes. to different keys depending. So this is what it looks like. And then if you can play, you can do D major. But if you can't play, what you could do is you could go like this. Each time you do each half step when you're warming up. But for example, let's do the M's. Ma 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 ma, me 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 me, me 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 me, mo 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 mo. Those are the M's. So let's do it with a traditional. Ah, e, oh, oh. So on the M version and the traditional vowel version, that's a pentascale. So those are some great warm-ups to do. Let's see. You could do the major scale, traditionally done on solfege, and I'll do C major again. So this is how it looks. And you want to strategically breathe in certain spots so you have the best sound. And I'll show you that when I do it. One thing to be careful of or be mindful of, people have the tendency to go flat on the half steps but not the whole steps. And so that's between mi and fa and la and ti. And so what you want to do is you want to think up, and also having the proper breathing helps with that. And if you're in a choir setting or singing with someone else, listen to your partner. Don't overpower them. Don't be a diva. Don't oversing. And just listening is so important. Don't just like open your ears and like do this, but like just intently do that. So I'm going to show you the major scale with the breaths. I'm going to exaggerate the breath. It's not the proper breathing, but I want you to see it. I'm going to have a video where I do cover the breaths. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And you can obviously go faster, and you can do it on vowels too, but solfege is the traditional. Okay, so the next warm-up we're going to look at, it kind of takes, and I'm going to do the stuff on the body on the breath and posture video, but if you have any throat tension, like I've had, one of the things you can do, it's a combination of lip bubbles and a traditional warm-up, and it's done on a B. You can do blah, blee, blue, or blub, and it makes these little pockets here, and you can, I think you can do the pentascale version or a different one, but I'll just demonstrate each one, and you'll see on my face what it does for you. Blah 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 blah, blee 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 blee, blue 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 blue, blah 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 blah. So it's loosening these pockets up and getting in a nice warm up. And actually, it's that is actually the 1 5 1 3 5 8 one. So I think it's that one instead. So it's do, mi, so, do, mi, do. If you want to do that, that pattern is really good. I do it for a lot of things. It's very nice for smooth soprano agility or agility in any kind of part. So let's see. The next one, I talked about different sounds like ahs and ohs have the open sound as long as it's forward. That's great for opera. Want it bright forward and not back and dark in the throat. And dark in the throat is like that swallowing sound. We don't want that unless it's a certain piece. You have to have a good balance and just know your body to do the adjustments, and that will come in time. So bright sounds are e's or oo's. I tend to go dark in the throat in my earlier days, so I like to have a brighter sound. So you kind of want to exaggerate, but not over exaggerate against your little bad habits. So that's one way of doing it. Variety is always good. Another forward concept is doing M, N, NG, or NJ. I don't know how that would sound, but you could do kind of sound in the nose a little bit, but not too nasal. So it's something to put it forward. So a lot of us sopranos and other voice parts, doing a siren is what we call it, will help you get those bugs out and the little cracklies, but it's also good agility. So you start from the bottom and you go up. So my bottom is down here. You go up and down and you slide and you try to get every semitone or microtone if you can, which is hard. It's more like, it's like jazz sliding or God forbid someone like Renee Fleming, that kind of thing. I don't like the warbling, but there's no right or wrong, but start at the bottom and go to the top. So let's try it again. So, and be careful of not having the vocal fry technique, which I talked about in the other video. So just don't crackle. And then you just do that up and down. No right or wrong. It's just trying to get that full scope and range and just get it out. Let's see. I talked about lip bubbles. And there's another thing you can do on a pentascale. I have here my notes. It's a ah. Let me try it. Let's see. This is another one that it's sort of for top agility. One of my voice teachers showed me that you can do. And it goes like this. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. And it does that glottal thing. Or you can do go, 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 go. That's another one. Let's see. I'm looking here at some other warm-ups. I know you can do pieces of music for warm-ups, but that's not the scope of this video. I'm trying to think here of some of the other things. I mean, like the 1-3-5, you could do. Or we could do the another one that some people do is the ho staccato, which is very helpful. Same thing, or a different one. So that it's staccato, short, separated, but on a ho, forward focus for a bright sound. And I'm just going to look at my notes here. Oh, other things you can do is you can do what is called a sequential. And so an example of those is a sequence in solfege. It's really great for the brain, and it's good for a vocal warm-up as well. So I have some patterns here. If we do if you do C major, you could do, the pattern is half steps, so I'll play it and maybe sing it with you. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, do. And then we go backwards. So it's like do, ti, do, la, do, so, do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do. So you could do that as a pattern. So if I go off the piano, I'll just show you again. Okay. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, do, do. Do, ti, do, la, do, so, do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do, do, do. And then another one, the second pattern you could do, it's a do, re, mi. And so it's do, re, mi, fa, so. So I'll show that to you. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, la, ti, do, re, do. Do, ti, la, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do. And then the third pattern I have here, and like I said, I'm not sure if this is what you guys want, but it's, like I said, it's great for the brain and it's good for agility. It's do, mi, re, fa, so it's a skip. So it's do, you skip the re and mi, so do, mi, re, fa. So let's try. Do, mi, re, fa, mi, so. Sorry. Do, mi, re, fa, mi, so, fa, la, so, ti, la, do, ti, re, do, la, ti, so, la, fa, so, mi, fa, re, ti, do. So I think there is more in my book, but those are some patterns, and your sight singing books can do that as you go, and just do those patterns. You can also, let's see, you could probably do some warm-ups in a minor. So a natural minor, I'm going to go to A minor, which is the, most equivalent to C major. There's no accidental, so I believe this is natural. And let's see, and then you could do harmonic and melodic are some other ones you can do. So let's see, those are, like I said, those are the basic warm-ups that you can do. I can do a couple more videos on, actually what I can do is I can show you guys the, if I grab my iPhone, I have warm-ups on an app that I can show you, and then I could probably write down titles or something. Let me just go grab that, and because I want to show you some more warm-ups. I want you to have a lot of variety. So, okay. So let me see here. I want to show you ones that are maybe similar or different to the ones that I've already showed you. Here, let me see. Warm-ups. Traditional warm-ups. So I use these when I'm on the go and not on the piano. So let me just show you a few samples and maybe talk about them. Okay, so that one's the lip bubbles, but it has a pattern. So it goes. So you get that pattern. So let me try this next one. Here we go. Me, ooh, me, ooh, me, ooh, me, ooh. So you get the picture with that one. And let me show you a few more. So that's a good low one. May, may, may. So you get the picture. So I like to go lowest to highest, highest to lowest, stretch out as far as you can, with also done with health. So if you are hurting in any way, you know it's time to stop. In college, sometimes I would sing for an hour, but my voice teacher now says sometimes you just need a couple minutes. You need to take a break or break it up and split it up and things like that through the day is a good choice. Let's do a few more. All right, here we go. May me my momu. May me my momu. All right, so there's that one. So this other one looks like it does some lip bubble work, but let's have a look at it. All right. Mamo, mamo, mamo. So that one does the M, ma, mo. So it does different shapes and things like that. Now that I'm thinking of it, there's a couple that I like that are good for agility. It's fla 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 flow. So fla 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 flow, fla 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 flow, fla 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 flow, fla 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 flow. So things like that. There is warm-ups. Maybe I could show in a different one on riffs and runs for your Christina Aguilera and your spirituals. But I want to do more of the traditional warm-up. So let me see here what else we have. Okay, so then here is one it's good for big range and agility that I found on here. And then some that are good for this, a lot of actors use these. I forgot about these. These are really important to do. The one with text. So, and I did these in high school. Having the text and the diction. So, and also good diction. If you spit on yourself, that's a good sign, especially if you're singing German. So, one of the weird ones, couple we've done is one's called Many Mumbling Mice. So if I can remember, it's many mumbling mice are making merry music in the moonlight, mighty nice. Many mumbling mice are making merry music in the moonlight, mighty mice. Or nice. That's one. And then we could do aluminum linoleum. And that one's aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum, linoleum, aluminum. I'm not too good at that anymore, but it's like tongue-tied. But that's what you want. It's like a patter song, like from Gilbert and Sullivan. And then here is a proper cup of coffee, which is the one the actors use a lot, I think. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. That one. And there's two more of this genre. Strawberry pie. Strawberry, 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 strawberry pie. Strawberry, 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 strawberry pie. Strawberry, 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 then there's bubble gum, which was probably one of my first ones in high school. And so that's bubble gum, double bubble gum, triple double bubble gum, double bubble gum, double bubble gum, triple bubble gum. So those are all the diction-based warm-ups. Let's see. So I'm going back to the app, and we'll see what other ones we can do. This one's called... I'll just play some of these and try them, because I'm trying to remember if these are classical or something else. Oh, this is classical. So there's that one. And then this one, I think if it's the one I'm thinking it's called a coloratura, a vocal, which is like my favorite. Soprano is very whistly. It's the kind of singing you'd hear in the top register of the Queen in the Night aria by Mozart. So very quick and run-like. You could also use, like I said, pieces for warm-ups. A lot of your melismatic ones, all those are scales, but they're beautiful. And so you can do it that way. So let's try a few more of these so you have variety of warm-ups. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, here's the low note descending that I was having trouble with earlier. As a soprano, I usually go up, so I'm trying to be helpful and have other choices for people. So and so and so. 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 Okay, so that's a lot of different selections for warm-ups. So I just try them all, see what you like. I'm gonna do eventually a Q&A video on some different topics, so that I think will help for now for warm-ups. But if there's something specific you guys want to know, we can look at that as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video on the plethora of vocal warm-ups.